I'm not kidding. It's taken literally more than 2 years to have an official MagSafe car charger, and I'm going to review it. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Apple Insider. It is Andrew here, and Apple first introduced MagSafe for iPhone back in 2020. We went through the remainder of 2020, all of 2021, and so far through 2022 without an official MagSafe car charger ever existing. We got other options like official MagSafe car stands or mounts, and we got other car chargers that worked with MagSafe, like this iAudi Velop charger or Velix charger. Very nice, but it's really only a Qi charger with some magnets around it. An actual MagSafe charger never existed. That is, until now. I have a first look at Belkin's all-new BoostCharge Pro wireless car charger with MagSafe. It is the first and only Apple-approved MagSafe charger for your car. Let's get into some of the details. So this is it. This is what it looks like. It's got this gray silver body with a vent mount on the back. Has an articulating neck so you can adjust the angle so that it's best facing you, and it has an integrated color matched cable. The cable has a USB-C connector on the other end that connects to the included USB-C car power adapter. The cable itself also has an integrated cable tie, allowing you to keep the cord tied up and not let it get kind of wrangled around your car. If you don't need so much cable, you can use that cable tie to keep it more organized and it doesn't get caught on anything. The included car charger is a single USB-C output. I kind of wish it had a dual output just so you could use two things at once, but you'll have to buy a second one on your own. And it is just a 20 watt power adapter, so 20 watts, which will deliver 15 watts through MagSafe. Belkin's new car charger looks very similar to its other in-car MagSafe product, and that is its MagSafe mount. This too is using official Apple components, which is why the front of this looks just like the back of Apple's MagSafe battery pack. You can see they use the same vent connecting system there on the back. They both have those articulating necks and the pieces that slip into your vents. Now, I know not a lot of people like vent mounts. It could depend on if your vents are vertical and a mount like this will just slip right off. I have been using this one, the original Belkin MagSafe one, for nearly 2 years. This came out when MagSafe was announced, and I've never had this fall off of my vents. I've tried in several different Jeeps, and it just holds in there very well. It's got a really good secure clip on it, and it has never fallen free for me, but I know mileage is going to vary based on your vehicle. So how's this thing work? Once you've gone ahead and connected it to your vent and plugged it in, all you have to do is place your iPhone on there to charge. And it'll charge really any iPhone that you have around. You have a small iPhone like an iPhone 12 mini, it clips right on there, holds it just fine, no issues at all. If you need to move up, it'll work with the iPhone 13 Pros and the iPhone 14 Pros, including with the new larger camera bump. It'll still fit on there, even with the case, there's just enough clearance. And I've even tested this thing to see on larger iPhones, like the iPhone 14 Pro Max. This thing is massive and yet still very strong hold. I went over a bunch of different bumps with this, railroad tracks. Here in Ohio, we got lots of potholes as we get into the colder months. And yeah, this never came free at all. I've done plenty of testing with it, and I've never had a phone fall free unless I had knocked it inadvertently, which at that point is my fault for sure. But yeah, I think it's a very strong magnetic hold, and I haven't had any problems with it. When it comes to charging speed, as I mentioned, MagSafe can get up to 15 watts, but that comes with a big asterisk next to it. Of course, wireless charging is going to be really dependent on heat, and with a vent mount especially, heat can be a big issue. You could have warm air coming out of your vent. If you're powering wireless CarPlay, you're going to have the extra heat from powering wireless CarPlay, and if you're doing something like navigating, that additionally is generating more heat. So all these things combined, you can have a very warm iPhone, and when your phone is warm like that, your phone's not going to be charging nearly as fast. The MagSafe charger will automatically slow down that charging as it needs to protect the charger and your iPhone. So that way you never have a problem with your phone being damaged. And of course, if your phone would ever get too hot for any situation, not just charging in your car, it's always going to alert you that the temperature is high and you need to kind of get your phone to cool down before you can resume using it. So I did ask Belkin about the heat properties of their new wireless car charger and how much of an issue it would be. They said they really designed this to get rid of heat as efficiently as possible, but just like with other vent mounts, they do recommend closing that vent if you have warm air coming out, just in case, to keep any of that additional heat off of your phone. When I was testing it using a little voltmeter or little charging meter, I could see that this was getting regularly above 14 watts of power to my iPhone 14 Pro. It was usually sticking just around 14 watts of power until it started to get hot. It would dip down, but even as it was dipping down to 7 and 8 watts of power, that's still more power than a Qi charger is delivering. It depends on your use case if you need a faster charger in the car, but personally I do. I don't take a ton of trips, on a regular basis, and I just need to get a fast charge as quick as possible. If I'm just running to the store and I want my phone to charge, I need a lot of power in a short amount of time versus a slow amount of power. With a Qi charger, I was usually seeing about 5 or so watts of power, which can be up to a third as much as this thing delivers. And if I'm just running to the store, how much charge am I going to get in, 8 minutes with 5 watts of power? I definitely noticed a few more percentage points of charge when I'm using something like the new MagSafe BoostCharge Pro versus the old Qi chargers that I would tend to rely on. But of course, if you're going on a long trip, that may not matter, and a regular Qi charger will do just fine. And that's the thing here. This thing is fairly expensive, and probably a lot of you out there already have magnetic car chargers if you needed one. It's been more than 2 years, and Belkin comes to market with a $100 price tag. It's really hard to stomach. I can understand why a lot of people are choosing cheaper Qi chargers that can be had for $20, $30, $40 versus the $100 price tag that Belkin is affixing. At the same time though, if you want the best car charger for your iPhone with the fastest possible speeds, Belkin is the only one that you should consider. Hopefully, now that we have our first car charger, we're going to see more, whether it's from Belkin, who introduces different mounting options such as suction cups, dash mounts, anything like that, or we see them from other third parties now that Apple has opened the floodgates for certification for these in-car solutions. Let me know what you guys think if you want to pick up Belkin's new MagSafe car charger, the BoostCharge Pro with MagSafe. You can find a link for this down below in the description. Otherwise, stay tuned. I've got a lot more videos coming your way.